Giddy up. So why does YouTube think that I'm a gambler? Um, Now I say this because when I'm playing videos on YouTube, I'm under the impression that there is an algorithm, and when I get ads, I'm a little low here on the thing because everything's 'cause the screen is angled upward for later in the program. Um, I know you got a lot of questions, as we all do, but let's not get distracted. So YouTube seems to have this impression that I'm a gambler because anytime I watch a YouTube, and anytime I watch a YouTube video, and I mean every time I watch a YouTube video, I get these commercials, and it's funny. It always ends on Kevin Hart trying to get me to gamble on some app or website, and I don't know why Google think this is um, this is slander. I mean, if Google wants to sort of label me as a gambler, then I think I should sue them. Do you think I should sue them? Because there are laws against slander and that sort of thing. Slandering me as a gambler. Now I'm thinking about this, and if I should sue them, I'm trying to think what the spread is and whether I'd win or not. So um, it is a little bit of a risk. So what I could do is I'm going to calculate. I've been trying to sort of calculate this in my mind, risk versus reward. So if I sue them, what I could do is I could put down if I put down a low retainer. Let's say like I put down like a very like like the lowest retainer I could put on for a lawyer. So I would do like I'm calculating with my calculator here. This is my should I sue them calculator. So if I put down a lower retainer, lowest retainer possible, put that down, okay, on a lawyer, my chances are less for winning. However, I was calculating, and this is where it gets very exciting, is that if I raise the retainer, every time I raise the retainer by $1,000, I get a better lawyer. It gets me into another echelon of lawyer. Then my odds increase for winning, right? So if I sue them, I can put down a large sum on a retainer for a lawyer. And if I calculate the odds, then cross the 50% mark. So then my odds are similar to as if I wasn't going to sue them and take chances on whether I win or lose. So I'm really thinking about it. And if it goes over 50, right? So if I put down the right retainer, if I put down the right amount of money, I increase my odds. The spread improves in my favor. And then, I can make my whole case about how I'm not a gambler. And then I can go in court and I got a good lawyer. And I have a good lawyer. If you see I believe it was the very first episode here on Giddy Up where, and if you saw that, I just want you all to know your apologies in the mail. I think you have to give it 6 to 8 weeks, but just know that it's coming. I know you're eager for that. But it's so for those of you who've watched that first episode, you know that I have a lawyer. His name, he's a good man. He's a good man. He's a Goodman, or is he is he a Goldman or a Goldstein? I don't know. I don't use him often. He's one of those kind of guys. And I'm thinking if I retain him, my chances are not good. So I might want to increase the odds, put the spread in my favor, and then I might actually win some earnings on this lawsuit against Google, YouTube, Alphabet, all the parent companies. I'm going to sue the parent companies. I'm going to sue the children, right? So if I sue Alphabet, then you got the children, right? You got some offspring. You got Google. What else is good? They got Gemini. I can get Gemini, right? I can sue the whole family, collect here, collect there, right? Big winnings, big winnings. So I don't know. I just think it's offensive. I just find it very slanderous and inappropriate that Google wants to call me a gambler every time I turn on a Google video and watch an ad trying to put me on the gambling train. But no, I ain't on that little train, Kevin. I'm not even on your train, Kevin. And that's another thing. I'm not even going to argue. I'm not even going to get into the whole Kevin Hart thing because I don't need to see Kevin Hart that much. I was fine seeing him not at all. Now I see him more than that, and that's risque. That's risque. I don't need to see that. So Move aside Google. Move aside Kevin Hart. You might see me place a bet on a lawyer and see how it plays out. I suggest you take a look at what your Google ads are showing you. What does Google ads tell you? What does Google tell you? What is Google's ads saying about you to you that's not true? Really, Google should be selling me poetry ads, because if Google labeled me as a poet, I probably wouldn't sue them. I'd probably say, fair enough. Okay, you got me. I'm a poet. Okay, and you know it. All right, so that's just I'm just airing my grievances. It is. Is it? Uh, is it a Festivus miracle? I don't even know when Festivus is. Have you missed it? All right, it's 2025. We're getting it up right here. There's a lot of headspace up here, which my hair can't even fill. Surprisingly, usually it can. But speaking of viewers, I just want to talk about the experience of being a podcaster, live streamer, comedy streamer. This is an angle that most people don't talk about a lot, and that is the benefits of having zero viewers. So I've had nearly zero. I would say mostly zero viewers throughout. I think there was one episode where two people popped on, and it was like a all-time high viewership here at Giddy Up, and we're all proud and we celebrated, right? We did a lot of fanfare the next episode to cover that. However, there are benefits to having zero viewers, which is not something that we talk about, but let's talk about that. So first of all, we're going to use some empirical data right here. When you have zero viewers, you can, like I have, commit two crimes and get away with it. That would be with impunity or without impunity. You make the call. It's a bet. I don't know, 50-50. It's one or the other. But you take in consideration that I've already admitted to a crime. I already said at least one crime. I know that I admitted to the Paris jewel heist in the Louvre, right? I'm not as admitted, but I with I language and certain other context clues, you may have figured that I was responsible for that, and because the brilliant people at Interpol and the Parisian police, think they're so smart. Well, they didn't look at the right place. I basically confessed here. I basically, gave incriminating evidence here. And this is the kind of stuff you can get away with. They had no idea, right? Admit to crimes, no problem. So that's one of the benefits. Admitting to crimes, I might continue doing that while I have zero viewers. I think it's a good time to admit to crimes, especially ones that have a statute of limitation that is very short, because what I'm thinking is maybe someday I'll have a viewer, at least one, more than zero, and when that day comes, let's be positive here. Let's be realistic. When that day comes where I have at least more than zero viewers, they're gonna catch wind of what I'm up to, all the crimes I'm committing, and if they want to report me, blah blah blah, I'm going to hope that I'm outside the statute of limitations, that it's too late. And I know in some cases, I think it's like 14 years. I'm not really into waiting 14 years for a viewer, so that's on you. That's on you. And a little bit on me. I guess I got to draw the viewers, and I'm trying to draw. It's not easy. It's not like playing cards where they say, draw a card and you draw an ace. That's, you got one, 52 divided by 4 is, well, 52 and a half would be 20. Wait, there's 52 cards in the deck? You can't divide 52 by 4. So, well, anyway, let's say it's 17%. You got a 1 in 17 chance of drawing an ace. You might do the calculator. Yeah, it doesn't check out. But, voila. Another benefit of having zero viewers is I receive less hate mail. No, wait a second. What am I saying? I receive less hate mail as opposed to there's a certain standard. I'm getting less, but not zero. I know it's confusing. Somehow, even with no viewers, I still receive hate mail. I got hate mail. I think I read some hate mail earlier in an earlier episode. You may have caught on that. That apology is also in the mail. So, um, less hate mail. It just comes. The hate comes, and really, it's fine. I don't mind because there's a philosophy in life. You either want to be loved or hated, and so I don't know. I got a 50-50 chance. If I'm not going to be loved, then I guess hated is a good option too. Apparently, that's what they say. It's a saying. You can't argue with sayings. They've been around for longer than we have. Some of these sayings predate us. Who knows? It's probably the saying, I'd rather be loved or hated. It's making it like it's equate like an equal, like they're equal, love or hate. But that could, pre-dawn. So less hate mail, fine, bring it on. I want the passion. I love the passion. Constantly, we're consistently breaking records. Every show, we're breaking records. Another benefit, this is kind of obvious one, but we're breaking the lowest viewership record. No one. Let me put it this. Let me be very, very bombastic. There is no podcast. There is no comedy live stream podcast, whatever you want to call this. There's no Giddy Up on any level that has had less viewers than I have. We are the lowest. We are on record for the lowest. I'm going to contact Ripley's. I'm going to contact Guinness, and I'm going to ask them for a beer, and I'm going to ask them for a little sort of notation in their publication. Maybe I'll get both. But what I want everyone to know is that we don't talk about these things often because I don't like to brag that we're breaking records every show. That's for you to figure out. But once you're here, then there's no more records. So better that you not know. You see what I'm saying? Another benefit. This one is personal, but I when no one's watching, when I got 0 viewers, the good thing is that I don't have to get anyone. I don't have to get anyone to do. I got no hair and I got no makeup. Right? Usually, the people you got the movie stars, you got the news anchors, on the field reporters. All these people, they got the makeup and they got the hair, right? Teams, sometimes. Anyone who's being broadcast, generally, with production value and viewership, will have hair and makeup. Now, for me, I don't have much of a problem. You're thinking, oh, he's not telling the truth. He's lying. But I'm going to look at you. I'm going to stare and I'm going to tell you. I'm going to stare in the green eye. My computer has a green eye. One green eye right above the screen. I stare into your green eye, and I'm going to tell you, no hair. This is real. This hair just comes like this naturally. I practically woke up like this. Long time ago, earlier today. This is the evening time, but yes, this is my hair without hair. This is my face without makeup, no filters. It's just glorious like this. I actually don't probably, even if I had like 3 viewers, I probably would not even get a hair person or makeup. Really, I think it's fine actually. But because I don't have any, there's no need at all. Total plus benefit. And then what I would do if I had viewers is I might pick some of the crumbs out of my beard. So, you live by yourself. Although I have certain, animal species sort of roaming around here. I can't even keep track. I don't even know how many are living with me. But presumably I live by myself. And then I don't think it's necessity to really clean out my beard when no one is around. And if you're not watching, I don't clean the crumbs out of my beard. This is actually the true leftovers right here. My Thanksgiving leftovers stay with me. It's kind of like a squirrel keeping food in its mouth, like in its cheeks, storing it for whenever, or a bird putting food away in the nest, whatever they do. I'm like an animal. Man. I just keep crumbs in my beard, and then I got something here, like right here. I think I got a little bit of lasagna left over. Yeah, red lasagna, and I keep some stuff in here because this is the thickest, sort of curliest part. I get some stuff here, some good leftovers. Yeah, this is a snow pea. I love snow peas because they're high in protein. And other things. I think some other stuff in here is I think actually there was like a T-loin. Earlier there was like a T-bone steak in my beard, but I think it fell out. I dropped it somewhere when I was walking around. My bad. Anyway, if you're out there and you see a T-bone steak on the street, just pick it up for me and just send it over. I don't want don't you can't have my steak, okay? You can't have my steak and you can't eat it too. That's that. So there's a few things. I'll think of some more benefits, but it's okay. You know, I try to look at sort of the positive. 0 viewers, but yet I can admit to crimes and I can keep. I don't have to clean the crumbs out of my beard when I'm on screen. I don't have to clean it up. Who am I cleaning it up for, huh? Mac? Mac doesn't care. Mac, do you care? What's up, Mac? Pip? Does Pip care? Pip? Pip don't care. Pip doesn't care about what's in my beard. So yeah, that's cool, man. So we're going to talk about. It's now a few days past Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. I whatever. I don't care. You do what you got to do. I don't care. I'm not going to talk about my Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving happened. It's in our past, and now we have to deal with the consequences. There's always consequences. It's all about the post Thanksgiving bump, right? You got like you put weight after Thanksgiving, and you have to work it out. So really, that's what we're getting at here today. We're gonna get to that in a moment, but I just want to make sure. Now, look, even I just want to point out. See, I'm definitely popping here. You can see I had a big Thanksgiving. I had 5 meals and 5 desserts. I still got so much more to eat. I have so much food to eat, and I only have 1 stomach. I wish I was a cow, because cows have 5 stomachs. But you can see I'm really bursting. But this shirt is barely holding me, and I'm sure you're, dealing with the same sort of crisis. So I'm, yeah. So I have a lot of food. I was looking at the fridge the other day, and I'm still thinking about it, because I think we got all kinds of different things. I'm looking. I'm like, I got yogurt down here, and I got like 2 pumpkin pies in the freezer, and then I got more yogurt. I got big yogurt and little yogurts. The yogurt's fine because yogurt can fit between the cracks when you eat it, but I just keep putting it off. And then I got other food in there. I got cakes that I got and other stuff. So much stuff. No time to eat it. No stomach to put it away. And I'm all full. So what are we going to do? We're going to have to do a little workout plan here. So what I like to develop here is and this is for all of you to participate at home, including you over there and you right there, is I want you to follow me as I show you our post-Thanksgiving workout plan, because we need to work out the bump, right? We got to deliver this food baby. So I'm going to be your midwife, and I'm going to deliver this food baby with you. You ready? Okay? You ready? Let's do this. Yeah, we're going to do this. I'm ready. Come on, I'm done. I'm going now. See, this is why the camera's angled this way. See, I'm going to rip this thing off and get the whole thing going. Yeah. I'm going to work it out. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about some of the workouts we got going here. Got to get real here. Yeah, now I feel like Owen Wilson. Okay, so folks, let's start. Now, each food item comes with a different exercise, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start with squash. So remove the squash, you got to squat for the squash, okay? Squat for the squash. So get your thing, make sure your legs are spread. I know you can't see it all, but you get the idea. I'll describe for you. Spread those legs and squat for the squash, okay? Squat for the squash, okay? You squat for the squash. You make it feel good. You make it move around and move out. You're moving that squash out. Squat for the squash. Squat for the squash. Okay? You do it at home. Watch. You can do any technique you want. You can squat over here. You can squat over there. But you can make sure you got to squat all the way down, but not too far. You don't want your butt to touch the ground because it's not sanitary. Now, okay? So let's keep doing it. Let's go squat for the squash. Squat for the squash. Okay? Don't touch your butt on the ground. Squat for the squash. Okay, good people. Okay, let's keep moving. All right. This one is called, watch this. I'm going to demonstrate and I'm going to tell you what it is. Okay. Wait, you ready? It goes like this. Put your hands out. Boom, 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 boom. That's called the slap and squeeze the mac and cheese. Slap and squeeze the mac and cheese. Slap and squeeze the mac and cheese. Now, I don't know why I'm squatting. I guess I'm doing all the exercises at once. But you don't have to squat. Can you hear me? You don't have to squat. You just slap and squeeze the mac and cheese. And then you get it moving. Slap and squeeze the mac and cheese. Okay, I'm feeling better now, actually. You work up an appetite. This one is called, this exercise, and you might be able to figure this out. You're starting to get it here. This is called, wait, it goes like this, okay, and then you go like this. This is called wavy for the gravy, okay? Wavy for the gravy. This is the wavy exercise. So when you're waving for the gravy, now you can have small waves, okay, but then you have to do them longer, or big waves, okay? So maybe you got some big tidal waves. Big tidal waves, you can do a few big tidal waves, get the gravy out, okay? Wavy for the gravy. Wavy for the gravy. Hi, gravy. Bye, gravy. Some say hello, some say goodbye. But you're going to wavy goodbye to the gravy, okay? So just keep waving. Maybe you can do the smack and squeeze for the mac and cheese and squat and do the wavy for the gravy all at once. Okay, what else do we got here? Oh, did you have some corn and cob for Thanksgiving dinner? Lob the cob. So what you do is you lob the cob. Lob the cob. Lob the cob. Get it out. Lob the cob. You don't want the cob no more, right? You ate it. You're satisfied. You're filled. You're done with it. You want it out. You lob the cob. You can do an overhead lob. You can do an underhand lob. Okay? So you can do both. Can you do both? Can you do overhand, underhand? Let's try it. Yeah. You can do that. See, lob for the cob. Lob the cob. Let's see. Lob the cob. It's a good workout. Lob the cob. Lob the cob. Okay? Let's do a couple underhand lobs. Here, catch it. Lob the cob. You want to catch my cob? Nope. So if you don't want to catch the cob, if you don't want to catch the cob that I'm lobbing, you got to duck. You can do that by squatting for the squats. So I'm going to lob the cob and you're going to squat for the squash. Okay? Here we go. Yeah. See? Good, because you don't want that cob. That's been chewed up. Yeah. Lob the cob. Lob the cob. Okay? Lob the cob exercise. This is good. Good. As far as feel this coming out a little bit more. It's coming out, okay? What else have we got? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to tell you what this one's called, and I'm going to demonstrate. This one is called, here, can you just keep moving. Okay, this exercise is called roughing the stuffing, okay? So roughing the stuffing, this is much like, here, I'll demonstrate and I'll tell you what you're going for. So roughing the stuffing, roughing the stuffing, roughing the stuffing, okay? Roughing the stuffing. Now think of this like football. You watch football on Thursday, it's like when you rough the passer, okay? It's a penalty. But here, we're not going to penalize. There's no yellow flags. We're going to call it roughing the stuffing. It's actually a good thing. So you go, roughing the stuffing. Too fast. Roughing the stuffing. 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 Okay? Roughing the stuffing. You get it? Okay? That's it. You get it? And the stuffing, it kind of pushes it out. Roughing the stuffing. Stuffing. Roughing the stuffing. Okay? Roughing. Oh. Okay. It's all clear. It's all good. Don't worry, folks. In case I have an accent, I always had this ready. It goes back to another episode, the diaper. I suggest if you're going to be doing these exercises and you're not too trusting of your continence, if you can't trust your continence because it begins with con, and con is a bad thing because it's deceptive, then you need to wear a diaper when you're doing the squat for the squash. So, okay, so we're roughing the stuffing. Roughing the stuffing. Yes. Go for it. You know it. All right. Watch some clips on football. You'll watch it. Okay. Here's the one. We're going to need a little bit of, here, I'm going to move the chair out of the way. This one requires something special. Okay. Pay close attention. Can you hear me? Pay close attention. Watch. I'm going to be like Mark Morrison right now. Kick the drumstick. Kick the drumstick. Kick the drumstick. Yeah, kick it. Kick it. Return of the mac and cheese. Now, I want to kick the drumstick. Kick the drumstick. Kick the drumstick. Is it coming? Is it coming out? Kick the drumstick. Kick the drumstick. Yeah, just kick it. You can kick it anyway. Kick it over here. Kick the drumstick. Great exercise. I know you all loving it. Okay, good. Feeling it pumping, feeling pumping. Okay, you ready for this one? This one's obvious, okay? See, this one involves feet and gravity, okay? Mash the potatoes. Mash the potatoes, mash the potatoes, mash the potatoes. Okay, this exercise, you want to mash the potatoes. Mash the potatoes. You get what I'm doing here? My foot goes up, goes down, mash in the potatoes. Yep, this is how they make up wine. They mash potatoes. No, just kidding. They do this to grapes and they make wine. But now we're mashing the potatoes. Getting the potatoes out, okay? Hope I don't fall through the floor. Mashing the potatoes. Potatoes. Okay, and don't forget, if you want to get the potatoes and the gravy out, because they're together, you can mash and wavy. Woo! I'm telling you. Oh, it's a workout. Yeah, I gotta keep it going. Whew. Be sweating. That's why I got my sweatband on. Okay, what else? Okay, we got another one here. Oh yeah, here we go. You ready? Lean for the green beans. 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 Lean. You got 360 degrees. You can lean in any direction you want. But you gotta lean for the green beans. You feel that? Oh, it's coming out now. Oh yeah. Lean for the green beans. Oh, no. Killing this one. Yeah. I don't want them green beans no more. I took all their nutrients, and now they're just mush in my stomach. I want them out. So I lean for the green beans. Lean, lean, lean. Gangster lean. Gangster lean. Gangster lean for the green beans. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. One more. Okay. Disgusting. Okay. Last one. This is the hardest one, but this is for all the marbles. It's called Worky for the Turkey. Worky for the Turkey. This is your post-Thanksgiving workout. You got to do them all, right? So you got to lean. You got to do the wavy, grab, squeeze, lean, stop it. Worky for the turkey. Worky for the turkey. Okay. What else we got? Lobbing the cob. Lobbing the cob. Lobbing the cob and jumping down. Lobbing the cob and stopping and jumping down. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. That works out too. Okay. All right. Let's not trip over everything here. Okay. Working for the gravy. Lobbing, roughing the passer. Lobbing, smashing, scrabbing, squeezing, smacking and squeezing. Yeah. Ooh, I feel it coming out now. You feel it? Oh, here comes it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, what? What was that? What was that? Is that my Thanksgiving? Is this my Thanksgiving? Is this what I had? Oh. This guy with his face. Look at this guy. This is what I had in my stomach all the time. It was a cat. You know something? Garfield, what did you have for Thanksgiving dinner? Maybe you're why I'm so fat. It was you, your fat belly, inside my belly. And now that you're out, let's talk. Confess. What did you have? Yeah, okay. He had lasagna. He says all he ate was lasagna for Thanksgiving. We don't have a lasagna workout. Lasagna, pizzagna, lasagna, chisagna, kazanya, nothing rhymes with lasagna. There's no workout for that. There's no workout for that, Garfield. You're just going to have to live with it. You're going to have to let the lasagna come out on its own time, own terms. Whew, I'll tell you, it's wild out here. No water. That's okay. You might feel victimized by eating so much food and your body blowing up like you're a balloon or a pregnant woman. But what's really going on here is the real victim of Thanksgiving is not necessarily us, because we can work it out. The true and the last victim of Thanksgiving, the one who gets the last stuffing, is your refrigerator. Is my refrigerator. So my refrigerator is stuffed, right? Like I said earlier, I got so much stuff in the refrigerator, it's looking pretty chunky, okay? I need sometimes to just let the refrigerator sort of get its own workout plan going. So what I like to do is actually, and you can try this if you wish, I always like to share things in case you want to try it in your own life or whatever, is I like to take my refrigerator out for my my fridge out for a brisk walk because I need it not to be, fridges typically have a shape that fits in very neatly into like this section of my kitchen. And if it starts to get stuffed, then it doesn't fit so neatly. You have to squeeze it in. So what I do is I take it out for a brisk walk so that, get some exercise, a little workout. I'll show you here. I actually have a picture. I had, my artist make up a picture of me walking my fridge out. So just to demonstrate, see, you take your fridge out for a walk. This is a perfect example. And you can even take it for a jog or run if you feel like it's up to the challenge. But that's it. See, it's nice. Okay. So you take your fridge out for a walk. And I just want to recommend to anyone out there, if you're going to do this, bring Tupperware in case the fridge leaks when you're outside, okay? You want to be able to catch any leaks. So bring Tupperware, clean up any leaks, trademark, TM, right there, Tupperware, trademark. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, and then watch out, because one of the things that you learn, didn't expect this, but when you're out there walking, look out for other refrigerator breeds, okay? Because if you got some neighbors or people who are around and they're walking their fridge, it can get a little bit dicey. I was lucky. There weren't any confrontations, but I did see some things happen. I particularly will warn you about the German breeds of refrigerators. So you got like Kohler, if you see a Kohler fridge or a Bosch fridge per chance, sometimes Bosch makes fridges. Look out for those breeds. Those are particularly the most aggressive breeds for fridges, and especially if you have a mini fridge and you're walking around your mini fridge, and a big Bosch fridge comes walking, you got your neighbor walking the big Bosch fridge, cross the street, go on the other side. Fair warning, because I don't want I don't want to make a mess. There should be no mess. I don't want to see any, fridge on fridge violence. So that's cool. That's cool. Fridges are cool. If you got a good fridge, your fridge is cool. So I took my fridge out for a walk. I didn't want it to be so stuffed, and I wanted it to look like me. I wanted it to be slim. I wanted it to have nice hair. I wanted to have, good nice color. Be clean, white or black, whatever your fridge may look like, silver, gray. So. On this note, I just have to point out, since we're giving refrigerator advice, personally, what I do, and this is a trick that you could use, once again, always sharing, always sort of enhancing your life, elevating your life to the next level, giddying up your life. Your life has not enough giddy, and I'm giddying it up. We're giddying it up, okay? Giddying it up. What are we giddying up? We don't say, but we're going to giddy up. And here's what I say. What I do is I only put one beer in the fridge. When I have beers, I only put one beer in the fridge at a time. I don't put, you have to be careful. Only put one beer in. If you start to put in more beers in the fridge, you're going to find maybe next morning, maybe later that night, your fridge is going to be hungover. So don't put in all the beers into the fridge, just one at a time. You don't want a hungover fridge. It's going to be tilted. It's going to be missing a leg. There's a lot of things that happen when you put too many beers. You could have, it'd be tilting. You just look at your fridge and you're taking it for a walk. How are you going to walk a fridge that's tilting? Ain't easy, folks. Then it's missing a leg. Can't walk a fridge that's missing a leg. It's going to be drooling around the doors. You'll find that you grab the door handle, it's got drool all over it, or vomit. And then it's also going to be very noisy. So the fridge will get very noisy if you put too many beers in it. One beer at a time. When you take a beer out, put another one in. Okay? Moderation is always key. So that's how I like to do things. I think you will find that very useful tool. It's December, and we're really in it now. And I want to think of something to say, but if it's not written down, I can't say it. There's nothing left. It's blank page. It's been real. We're having a good time. When I say we, I mean me, because as I point out, there's 0 viewers. it's a good wind down to the show. Um, Garfield is doing good. Um, Look at him. Look at his face. Look at those eyes. What did his eyes even tell you? This guy, I don't even know how he got into my stomach. That was rude. Uninvited guest. You get a lot of that with Thanksgiving, right? Uninvited guest. Well, I guess Garfield sort of snuck into my stomach. And here I thought I ate too much. Always, always, always consider this. You want to be well. You want to see well. And you want to dwell. It's very quiet, isn't it? Very quiet. It's quieting down. I hope this has been enough. I hope you've sufficiently giddied up for this episode. It went by really fast, and I didn't expect that. But it's okay because I got an album to listen to. I cut an album short to go to this thing. I'm like 2/3 of the way through it. I like to play it all the way through. It's a new album. And so I'm going to go back to that and listen to the rest of it. Now that I'm feeling much more worked out. Oh, that's good. Okay, I gotta unzip this a little bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you hear me? Am I talking? Is it on there? It's been a nice Tuesday. It's gonna be a great Wednesday, and then we're gonna keep moving forward to the next day and the next day. I'll see you again soon. I feel like I should be. There's something I'm missing. I don't know what it is. It might be. It might be. Is it over here? Is it over here? Is this it? Is this what I'm missing? Is this it? Is it right here? What? Call your mom. That's what it is. This is your chip. Okay. If you call your mom, you get a chip. Okay. It's actually two-sided. There's no dad. You don't even get it. You get to flip it. You get the chip. You play at home. Okay. And remember, I'm not a gambler. I just have one chip. So it's call your mom chip, especially around the holidays. Call your mom. Invite her to Thanksgiving. It's already past. It's too late. But when you play at home, what you do, you say, I'm done work. I've done play. I'm now just relaxing, just kicking it at home, kicking it anywhere. And I got lots of time to myself. What should I do? Who should I call? Let's see. Let's call it. Let's call it, and then we'll call it. Call your mom. It's your mom. So don't call my mom. Call your mom, okay? Don't be calling my mom now. Don't be tying up the lines. She needs to be receiving my calls and my siblings' calls, and she ain't got time for you. She ain't got time for you and your phone calls, okay? Call your mom. She's not busy right now. I hung up with her earlier. We're done. We ain't talking well. Okay, have a good night, everyone. I'm done. Yeah, that stream. Boom. Yeah, that doesn't work. Loser.